Hello, are we on? We are on! Hello everybody, my name is Ginger, Jinashi Shinshi, whatever version you would like, and today we're playing some Voice of Cards the Forsaken Maiden. So let's have a look and talk to these people.
I'm gonna apprentice with the attendant, the man boasts. He drops to the ground and manages a mere 5 push-ups before collapsing in exhaustion.
I can do about 15, so I'm technically already better.
You stepped on my foot, the man says, squaring up to you mere inches from your face. You have no memory of stepping on anything even vaguely foot-like. You apologize profusely, hoping to avoid any trouble. "Ah, we were supposed to duke it out," he says, clearly disappointed.
So these are all, attempting.
The man stands stock still, silently praying over those whose lives were lost in the arena this day.
It's like they think they're shit and they're actually just shit. I'm getting that vibe.
Apparently, battles with captured monsters in the arena are quite the spectacle.
She doesn't look frightened.
There is one ferocious beast, she explains, that has vanquished every warrior to have challenged it.
They've not met me, or they have met me, but they've not met me.
Watch yourself. Folks around here will use any excuse to start a fight, the woman warns you. You can't help but notice the glint of a knife in her belt.
Or in her hand, you know. I know that's a character art from the original Voice of Cards. The Isle Dragon Roars.
The last maiden was a proper hero of war. Compared to her, well, he trails off as a heavy sigh of disapproval forces its way out of him.
Are they disappointed about this maiden?
The woman's eyes dart between you as she scribbles something in her notebook. She who controls the information controls the fight, she says, before asking how powerful you are.
Right, let's go into this arena then. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's go. Head to the arena's reception, which we will do. We just want to talk to these people first.
We need the money. The kids have to eat, the woman says to herself, seeming ready to put her life on the line to win.
I'll take the money.
No, I forgot my salve, the man yells in a panic.
It's salve.
A sudden calm washes over him. Oh, wait. There was a merchant back in the vestibule. What an emotional ride this man's life must be.
Okay, so let's have a look. Final one.
The man eagerly awaits his turn in the ring. My quarrel is not with humans, he says gravely. You take that to mean he'll only be fighting monsters out there.
Okay. I'll fight anyone.
Gladio drops the monster in front of the reception desk with a wet, meaty thud.
That wasn't wet enough.
I felt it, Lavia says without hesitation.
Technically, that's correct. I believe.
I expected nothing less, the man behind the desk says with a hearty laugh. It quickly becomes clear, however, that this compliment was intended for Gladio. Lavia chafes, but at least the beast has been returned. The party makes its way back out of the arena.
Okay. Are we not entering the arena then?
What's a runt like you come to the arena for? The warriors sneer in Lavia's direction. His blood clearly boiling, Lavia spins around on a heel and raises his fist. Say that one more time, he shouts. Fists raised and eyes locked. You can see they'll come to blows any second now. You reckon Lavia's no match for his opponent and decide to intervene on his behalf.
He won't like that. Look to Laty. Laty's eyes seem to say, no. You call out, the warrior throws a flurry of fists at your way. You rear back, your muscles tightening. It's Joloro's attention. Thankfully, you...
You call out, and the warrior throws a flurry of fists your way. Thankfully, you anticipated this would happen, and managed to dodge them cleanly.
Look to Lack, whose finger is buried in its nose. Okay. Meteor fist flies towards your abdomen. Oh.
You punch like you've never punched before. Punch after punch connects with the warrior's arms as he effortlessly deflects each one and hits you with a punch of his own. Enough, Gladio barks by way of intervention.
Can't do anything without your handler, can ya? Weaklings like you don't belong in the Dominion.
Picking the fight in the first place, the warriors show no interest in going up against the attendant. They slink off, complaining bitterly as they do so.
I think the maiden's stronger than the attendant.
By all accounts, Lavia endures rather crude treatment, despite being a maiden. You snap out of your thoughts when Gladio turns and thanks you for aiding in the monster's capture.
Also, I didn't see a maiden shrine.
He tells Lavia to show you to the inn, as if to suggest everyone could use a rest after that fight. And take
We already have. Oh no, there is the maiden shrine. Just there. Just there.
The maiden shrine yet stands, though you think it looks rather forlorn. Clearly, it has been neglected in favor of the arena. You arrive at the inn, eager to rest. You mention to Lavia once more what brings you to the West Isle.
And he ignores us.
You speak of the current state of Omega Isle, and how the Maiden's relics are key to saving the island. Lavia hears your tale in full, only to politely decline your entreaty. He pauses for a moment, lost in thought. I'm not the maiden, he confesses rather abruptly. Lack helpfully explains that since Lavia is not an official maiden, his relic is no more than an ordinary weapon, and therefore of no help to Laty. He explains that while it's true he was born into a long line of maidens, he has not been recognized as the maiden on account of being a man.
What?
That his mother, the previous maiden, fell in battle, and he has simply been named as maiden to fill the role in the interim. Lavia, his confession complete, bids you farewell and walks off.
What?
Clearly, the maiden's circumstances are as varied as the islands on which they live.
What's going on? What's going on? Our Crimson ally sought power enough to secure her legacy. That night, ... Hello. Let's go to Laty first.
Laty sits in the chair, head bobbing in a desperate, if futile, struggle against sleep. She's no doubt exhausted from all the fighting.
Okay.
Lack floats in the air, its mouth gently opening and closing. You presume it to be asleep. You lift your hands close to its ear and clap once, with vigor. Explosions! Help! We're all gonna die! It shrieks, shooting even further into the air.
Legit, that's me.
Everyone is plainly spent from a day of fighting.
Like, didn't even fight.
Come for
I mean,
rest.
they did, but it didn't even fight. Hello.
Enter the maiden's match with me, Lavia blurts out nonsensically, barreling into your room.
Request. What's the maiden's match?
It's a special tournament, and it starts soon, Lavia explains breathlessly. As it happens, they'll select the next maiden from the winners. A fitting festival for the might-obsessed hero's dominion, you think. But will they actually recognize Lavia as the next maiden if he wins?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They probably still won't.
Lavia says he simply wants to win the tournament and gaze smugly at all the people who've called him weak over the years. You think back on how the citizens of the Dominion treat Lavia. How hard he works at a dangerous occupation, yet receives no respect for it. You can hear the pain of it in his voice every time he speaks. All right, it's a deal, you say. Besides, fighting people from all sorts of different places sounds like fun. When does it, you begin? But Lavia cuts you off with an excited, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we'll fight tomorrow. It's only a day away.
The sun is dazzling on this, the morning of the tournament. The clanking of blades echoes all around you. Let's get to reception quick, Lavia chirps as he joins you en route to the arena.
Okay. Yes. Went in the left side before, so let's go in the right side, see if there's any difference. Oh, there's not. Got in. Got in!
Here to pick up a few scars? The man behind the desk asks with a smirk. He begins explaining the rules of the maiden's match. Participants register in pairs, taking on the roles of maiden and attendant as they fight. Once you're registered, you can go wait in the vestibule, the man explains, gesturing at the far door.
So who would go through? Would it be Laty and... No, because I'm assuming it would be us and Lavia.
What do you think you're doing? The crimson attendant's voice stops you in your tracks. Let's go, Lavia says as he runs through the door, perhaps presuming that Gladio has no business dictating what he can and cannot enter. Immature brat, Gladio sighs, his helmet hiding his expression from view. Even so, you detect a note of worry rather than fury in his voice.
Okay. Check in with your compatriots at the vestibule and prepare for the battle ahead. Okay. Are you items? Yeah, no, that's fine. How's it going to work with pairs if there's 3 of us?
Laty seems to be in good spirits. You imagine she'd say, "This ought to be fun." You know we're going to fight, don't you? You ask. Laty turns pale. Clearly, she misunderstood what kind of tournament this was. We'll show 'em all, Lavia shouts,
But there's
psyching himself up.
3 of us.
The ringleader's voice echoes off the stone walls of the lobby. Onward to battle.
He says the first round's about to begin. All warriors to the battlefield. I don't understand how this is going to work. I'm a bit terrified. On the west side, we've warriors from another land eager to earn the title of Maiden. On the east side, a band of warriors with our weak Maiden, the pride of the Isle at its center. There is no aim. There'll be no aid for if you get hurt, mind.
show these jerks what you can do.
I'm really confused. If we have to fight in pairs, why we're fighting as a 3? It makes no sense. Like, following on what they've said, it makes no sense at all. I'm so confused. Why is this happening? They are very strong, but they are weak in terms of defense. So let's go with just a strike on you. Okay.
Magnificent.
Good start. Alright, that's alright. That's alright damage. That's nice. We'll do air thrust on you. Nice. Do we resist thunder? Yeah, I thought we did. Oh, well, that was just uncalled for. I'm guessing thunder won't be particularly useful.
Magnificent.
We'll do fire slash. He does a fair bit of damage. Air thrust. Can Laty not technically be a maiden of 2 islands? If she wins, then. Alright. Take that win. Unbelievable, our weak maiden's troop has done it. How long will fortune smile upon them, I wonder? They really don't like him, do they? Hello.
Laty can hardly contain her excitement at having won. You can tell because she's looking up at the sky, furiously punching the air above her head. Levia wipes the sweat from his brow as you approach. You greet him, and he leaps back with a yelp. Don't sneak up on me like that, he snaps, with no small amount of embarrassment. Ah, youth. Awkward youth.
Youth! It's a youth! Second round's about to begin. All warriors to the battlefield. Let's go! Oh, there's 3 of them. On the west side, our own battle-tested soldiers. Victory is all but assured, they tell us. On the east side, the lucky victors of the previous match, starring our very own maiden. There's still time to run, you know. Prove your worth to the Crimson Spirit. Let the second battle begin. We're fully healed, which is nice. Okay. Alright. We'll just magical strike you. Because you're the weakest. Let's get rid of one of you at least. There was no need for that, was there? No, there wasn't. I think you'll find. We'll just strike you. I think he's going to crit every single attack. Because I want to do Thunder Strike. Does it attack all or just one? Just one. Right, let's get rid of you. And we've got Paralysis on them as well. Because I don't think this will kill. Oh.
2 fight as 1.
Okay, well, we need to be terrified of you. We'll charge to create a gem. just so you can do the Scorch thing to hopefully kill one. You must resist that, surely. You don't! Okay, I didn't know you were a pussy. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Yeah, so we killed one. Which is what we wanted to do. We also want to do probably a quality salve on Lavia. Okay. Let's heal you. I want to see if Bisecting Blade will do it. Like, if we can get it to work, we can. So what damage will that do? Nice! I'll take that win. Lavia is bloomin' strong.
You did great.
With his defense, it's glass cannony, but he does strong. The Maidens team continues their steady advance. Surely the luck has run out by now. No. I'm just amazing. Talk to your fellow compatriots. Hello, Laty. How are you doing, girl?
Buckle up, Buttercup. Lack shouts for some reason at Laty, who is drained from the consecutive battles. If we win this next fight, that's it, Lavia says in quiet awe. Let's wipe those smug looks off everyone's faces, you say by way of encouragement. Yeah, Lavia shouts in response.
The final round is about to begin. All warriors to the
The
battlefield.
leader announces the final battle. There's no turning back now.
I have a feeling we're going to lose this on purpose. Well, not lose it on purpose, but I feel like it's scripted for us to lose. I could be wrong. I just have a feeling. Oh.
Who else should be waiting for you in the final round but the Crimson Attendant?
Didn't think that was going to
Despite
happen.
this being a team event, he's battled his way to the final round all by himself. Do your worst, he bellows, striking an intimidating pose. Don't need to tell me twice, Lavia barks back, gripping his sword for dear life and fixing his gaze upon his attendant.
See, I don't think he's that good of a...
This fight won't be anything like the others.
No, the music's telling me... prove your worth to the Crimson Spirit. Let the final battle begin. I think he's really quite wimpy when he's in your party, but he's going to be really fucking strong as an enemy, and I don't like it when it does this. Okay. Right, okay. So we can't do fire damage then. Let's do Thunderbolt. See what that does. Does that do any damage, darling? What? I'm sorry, what? What? At least that does some, but Jesus Christ. You don't need any more defense, darling. We need to do Banishing Blade. Oh, it's Bisecting Blade, sorry. And actually get it to hit like that. A critical might have been nice there, but thanks anyway for trying. Thunderstrike. We get paralysis, which is good.
Two fight as one.
And he resists it. Okay. Sexy. Alright. Heal you. Generate a gem, I guess. Air thrust is the only thing we can do that will do damage. 101 damage. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Alright, we don't really need to heal, but alright. She might do damage. She might do some damage. 1. Okay, yeah. Not much. Right. We're halfway there. We're, living on a prayer. We could have done Fire Slash there, and it may have done more. We don't need that. We don't need that, but thanks. Basically, it's telling us not to use Lavia for fire damage. We'll just charge. We'll do Bisecting Blade to see if it will actually hit. It does. Oh, okay.
The powerful attendant bears down with all his might, but Lavia holds firm. As the pair struggle, a section of the arena wall suddenly blows apart.
Oh, he's back. He's
A
back.
familiar beast emerges from the dust and the rubble. One you swear you saw in chains but a day ago. Whipped into a frenzy, the beast whirls a hammer over its head and charges you.
Charges us what? Like £50? $90? See, look. How does he... He does not have 100 or 25 attack. It's a lot stronger, though. Oh. That's not pleasant to see. No, we'll just charge. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't expect you to be first. Could do Thunderstrike, I suppose, because we've got the extra. Might as well. And we got Paralysis, if it doesn't resist it. Resist it. Alright, cool. I knew it was asking for too much. OD on who? Oh, on you, it's fine. Come on, Gladdy Daddy. Just attack, it's fine. Okay. We'll heal on Gladdy Daddy. Am I going to stop calling him that? No. I'm not at all. We'll do air thrust. Or just a attack. Because I want them to do their one as well. Not that one. I want Gladdy Daddy to do his. I'm gonna keep calling that because it's fun. This one. Because it decreases fire resistance, so he can do a flame slash. Good, right. Not resistant to that. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck's sake. I didn't mean to heal him. Fuck. Laty! I'm sorry. Just a stab. Good. Okay, Laty's got defense. Oh no! We've all got defense down. Not all of us. Alright. Apparently we need shield. We're doing an Omni Salve. Don't care what anyone says. Omni Salve is what we're gonna do. We'll do air thrust. Wow, okay.
Magnificent.
Let's try bisecting blade. Good. Alright, I'll take that. That was the end? Does no one... Do they not like going to 0? I'm so confused.
It has been a brutal struggle. The beast's knees buckle ever so briefly. There's your opening. Time for our special attack. The Crimson Maiden and his attendant bellow in unison.
Okay.
The Crimson Maiden and his stalwart attendant's attack slays the beast. Gladio at last acknowledges the strength hidden within Levia and recognizes him as an equal.
That's cute.
Use that strength to fulfill your destiny, Gladio says with the air of a proud father seeing his own son off on an adventure. Levia prepares to address the raucous crowd. He places a hand to his chest, gathers himself for a moment, and begins his speech. He tells of his history with Gladio, who trained him ever since he was a young boy, and raised him in place of his departed mother. Gladio taught him the true meaning of strength, so he could one day fulfill the maiden's destiny. He molded Levia into a strong young man from an immature boy.
Physically, yes.
And now that his strength has been universally recognized, Levia tells the crowd it is time to reveal a truth that he has kept well hidden. Levia is in fact a woman, and thus
Thought so.
the rightful successor to the Crimson Maiden. I, Levia, swear to protect this land as its rightful maiden.
it's a very feminine face and feminine haircut, but it's also like tomboyish haircut, which is contradictory, I know. But yeah, I did have a feeling that it when I saw it, I was like, that's the woman.
She raises her relic to
And
the sky.
I thought it was wrong.
Begins to shine with a light to rival the sun overhead. Levia, the Crimson Maiden by name and birthright, basks in the glory her people rain down upon her. Her small frame shows no sign of buckling under the immense responsibility that is now upon her. At last, she looks ready.
Wonder why she pretended she was a man.
Levia is mobbed by a heaving crowd of admirers. Seeing as they're bound to keep her busy for some time, and surmising that there will be other opportunities to borrow the relic, you decide to depart Hero's Dominion.
Wait, what? Like for... What?
You bid the Dominion farewell as the sun dyes the sky a deep red.
I'm so...
Celebration
I have
of the
questions.
Maiden's victory.
I have questions. Why are we leaving? Where do you think you're saying without saying goodbye?
The voice belongs to none other than the Crimson Maiden herself, guardian of the West Isle. She approaches you, serene and calm as can be. Who is this person? Was the belligerence and bravado all an act? A lie? Is there a difference? Acknowledging your friendship forged in the crucible of battle, she hands the maiden's relic to Laty, on the condition that should she become a maiden, Laty must visit the Dominion and return the relic.
Okay. If I can do it, you can do it. Go get him, Laty.
Levia gives a hearty wave as you push off from shore. Why would the Crimson Maiden, whose biggest wish has just come true, be crying? No, no, no. Her face must be catching the light of the setting sun.
No.
Yes. That's why her eyes look so red.
I think it's because she knows she's gonna die. And I think... Well, I'll do a bit more explanation after this. An ardent and power-hungry young in crimson. And a stalwart battle-worn crimson knight. The child studies the blade under the warrior's village, something. The most powerful gather in the Dominion ruled by might. The youth unable to become a maiden is at the mercy of destiny. And enters a tournament to prove her worth. To tourney's might end, she's recognized as the Crimson Maiden. Her gallant figure is proof of a maiden's mettle. She challenged all comers with admirable bravery. It is possible to customize the appearance of a certain game's elements, such as your avatar dice. We've already... further customizations options can be unlocked by completing certain conditions within the game or purchasing add-on content. Build a collection of customizable options and create the game's appearance that best suits your taste. I already have played around with that. Nice.
Laty gazes out at the horizon from the deck of the ship as it rolls over the waves. The Crimson Maiden became a maiden in the end. You reckon Laty's thinking about that journey and what it means for her. Laty takes out her book and scribbles something inside. which she then shows to you. Apparently, Laty's mother was the previous maiden of the village. There might be some clues as to how to become a maiden in the personal effects she left behind.
Okay.
Her proposal is as big as her handwriting is small. You nod firmly and cut the rudder in the direction of Omega Isle.
Okay, as I was saying previously, unless there's any more...
Laty
Yeah, there is.
claps you on the shoulder, saying, you could do with a rest here and there yourself. It then starts to chant some kind of spell.
Hither, thither, there, here, this way, and that.
Lack casts a spell on the ship, and suddenly the sails unfurl and the wheel begins to turn without any assistance. It explains that your ship can now travel to any island you've already visited on its own. You've never seen Lack look so smug with itself, and that's saying something.
Oh, okay, sound. Let me talk. Thank you. We done? Good. So, I think it's very difficult. I've dropped my pen. Hang on. As I was saying, I think it's very difficult to accept your destiny and your fate that you are going to die early. I think it's very difficult to get that. So I think a brilliant example of this is Final Fantasy X. How Yuna accepts the fate, how she's going to die early when she defeats Sin. Or that's like the expectation has been set out for her, that she's going to defeat Sin and she's going to die. And I think it's very, very difficult to go through life, going about your business, your duties, whatever, only to realize that you're going to die really soon. And I think with the Crimson Maiden finally becoming a maiden, she's actually becoming a maiden in every avenue, which includes the fact she's going to die. And knowing how she's not going to live as long as Gladio has. And I think for her, that must be very difficult to understand. Not understand, but have to take in. So she's a Crimson Maiden, fantastic. She's got the admiration of all the people in the village, but she is every part a Crimson Maiden where she's going to die. If the Azure Maiden is exactly how all maidens go, they all die. If that's the case, because the Azure Maiden was young and she died. Well, she disappeared. She didn't necessarily die, but it implied that she's essentially dead. So, is that why the Crimson Maiden was crying? And they passed off all of that things. And the fact she's wearing black, and you wear black to a funeral, it just implies that her becoming a maiden is almost like her signing her death certificate. I don't know. It's just something to think about. It may be explored later. It might not be. I don't fucking know. So, I am going to say, though, that my name has been That One Dude. You've been watching me play the Forsaken Maiden. No, sorry, Voice of Cards of the Forsaken Maiden. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.